So here we have our site so far. It's functional, except this is going to be a WordPress theme. And so we have to insert some code that communicates with the database. Okay, so what we have prepared for you in your files, you have in the templates directory a file called copy and paste pieces here. If you open that up, you'll see there are several pieces of code that you can use to turn this into a WordPress theme. For example, this horizontal nav for the top of the page. If you were to grab that, copy it, go to Dreamweaver, the DWT, and find your navigation. Highlight your navigation here. I would hit return a couple times and paste it right there. Okay, so that will be the code that will put the navigation buttons across the top. Then go back to, where are we? I'm lost. Go back to copy and paste pieces, and here is the loop that will put the content on the page. So let's do a Command C. Go back to our DWT, find our section where we want our main content, hit return a couple times, paste it in the nested, and hit save. Update index. Okay, and save all. Now if we move the index up and reload our site, we now have our content, our loop, being brought in from the database. Now I already had some pages created here, so it is going into my welcome file and grabbing the information there. And so with that loop in place, you start communicating with the database. Okay. So let's go back to the old Dreamweaver here and look at our files. Okay, so if we go to copy and paste, you'll see other things that we have here. Here's a horizontal nav bar. We already installed that. We have the loop. Then we can have, let's see, a loop with comments in case you want to do that on your blog. That's the CSS for the loop with comments. Let's see. And the sidebars. So what we want to do is we want to have sidebars that we can slide calendars and archives and things like that. So here's the left bar sidebar. You can grab that, copy this, go to your DWT. Which one did we copy? We copied the left bar. So we go over to our DWT, our code, and in the left bar, well, let's find it. Here it is, left bar. Inside the nested, we'll hit return a couple times and paste that sidebar in. And I'll show you what that's going to do in a little bit. So copy and paste. Let's go to the right bar. Grab this. Go to our DWT and find our right bar. Here it is. Hit return a couple of times, and inside the right bar nested, we'll put our right bar sidebar. Okay, so let's save this. Let's update our index. doing its thing. I'm hoping. Okay. I think it did. Let's find out. I think Dreamweaver is not treating me well today. So we'll save this. Update index. Okay. Okay, that time it worked. Let's save all. And I'll show you what those sidebars did. Let's move index over there. We go to our web page. And you can see that there's a calendar on the right bar. The way we did this is we logged in to our WordPress. Do your WP admin. And when you go to Appearance and Widgets, you can see there's a right bar that has a calendar and a left bar that doesn't have anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put Archives in the left bar. I don't know, maybe Pages in the left bar. And maybe the search. Search is always a wonderful thing. Put that at the top in the left bar. Good. And then when we go to our site, we can see there's a search bar, there's the pages, and there's the archives. So what you did when you pasted that code for left bar and right bar, you were putting little receptacles for the widgets. Okay, so let's go back and take a look at our widgets. And maybe in the right bar, which is currently the calendar, I don't know. Let's put it doesn't matter. We'll put archives there too. What the heck? Okay, we'll put archives. And then when we go look, we can see that now on the right bar there's archives. And so basically we're putting code in that will communicate with the database and put things where they need to be. Now you might not have a nav bar up here because you don't have any buttons, or you did not. Well, let's talk about the menu in another recording.